New year, new games. 2019 brought some fantastic entries to our beloved consoles, but it's time to look forward.
That's right. We can't forget what was, but I am hyped for what's to come.
Yep.
Let's start 2020 off right with some games that are due out this month that you'll want to get your hands on.
First in line, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, a new DBZ action role-playing game. You're gonna relive the story of the Z fighters, friends, and foes as you adventure through new areas, fighting, fishing, eating, and training with the likes of Goku, the GOAT, Gohan, Vegeta, and all the others.
You'll advance through the story, experiencing life as well as epic battles, and have the ability to form strong bonds with other heroes from the Dragon Ball Z universe.
Now, you already mentioned the battles are epic, but I just have to say again, the battles are intense. Play through iconic DBZ battles on a scale unlike any other. Massive battlefields will become your playground as you fight through destructible environments. You must rise to the challenge and take down the most iconic foes such as Raditz, Frieza, Cell, and more.
I'm glad you mentioned those villains too, because creator Akira Toriyama jumped in to design an all-new character for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot named Bonyu. Now, she was formerly the sixth member of the Ginyu Force. This is way back in the DBZ days, you know, Frieza saga.
Yep.
And I'm wondering, like, when Captain Ginyu getting smacked up and getting his wig snatched, where was she? Nor be found. Went out for a pack of smokes, never came back, sorry. But the cool thing is she'll be featured in the game as an important side quest, so check that out. And if you pre-order a physical copy of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot at GameStop, you'll receive an exclusive Kakarot fig pin while supplies last. And that's not all. A pre-order of the game will also include bonus content, as well as in-game DLC, which comes with a sub-quest, early access to Bonyu's training, and a cooking item that buffs stats.
A cooking item, you say?
A cooking item.
Now
Alicia.
that sounds delicious. I'm really hungry right now. And I don't even know exactly what it is. But let's move on to another big RPG coming out in January, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore. Now this one combines the gameplay, narrative, and aesthetic elements from Shin Megami Tensei with Nintendo's Fire Emblem series. And it's coming to the Nintendo Switch system this month.
Yeah, so this story takes place in modern-day Tokyo, where creative energy, which is called Performa, which is inside of creative individuals like singers, artists, performers, is so abundant that it attracts these interdimensional evils called mirages that try to suck it out of people. Yeah, that's stuff, right? You'll face off against this threat as an up-and-coming performer yourself named Itsuki Aoi and his friends that are desperately trying to make it in this idol entertainment industry along the way.
Such a fun idea.
Yeah, it's a neat concept, right?
Yeah. And also for fans of Fire Emblem, you'll be joined by characters like Chrom and Seda, who will join you from another dimension, blending the combat of Fire Emblem and the Shin Megami Tensei series seamlessly.
Now, if you played Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE on the Wii U, you can look forward to some all-new content in Encore, including new story elements, new songs, and musical numbers, and also additional party members.
Now, I hope you can get through Tokyo Mirage Sessions before the end of the month when our next game drops.
Prepare yourself for a colorful adventure through uncharted territory and journey to the Savage Planet. You are the newest recruit to Kindred Airspace. Welcome to the Pioneer Program. Dropped into an uncharted planet with minimal equipment and no real plan, you're tasked to explore, catalog alien flora and fauna, and ultimately determine whether or not the planet is fit for human habitation.
You'll discover quickly that you may not be the only living thing to set foot on planet ARY-26. There are 4 different biomes on the planet for you to adventure through as you discover over 30 different creatures with different behaviors, threats, and unique abilities.
I'm glad you mentioned that about how the fact that may all not be hostile, some may be friendly, but you have to interact with them to find out. And it's cool because along the way, you're gonna have player-driven quests too, you know, while uncovering the hundreds of collectibles and secrets which make up most of this game. Your 3D printer will come in handy for you to turn old space rubbish. You know, you collect stuff usually in games and you want to just sell to the vendor for like 5 credits. Instead of doing that, now you can turn it into useful items that will aid you in further exploration in the game.
And this game comes with online co-op, so if you've got a friend to jump in with, there will be hours and hours of upbeat and colorful adventure waiting for you.
From Journey to the Savage Planet, let's take a journey through a derelict cargo ship in the survival horror game, Monstrum. From a first glance, this may look like your traditional survival horror game, but they've taken the genre and refreshed it and remixed it. With procedurally generated levels and permadeath and AI-driven enemies, you'll never know if you're truly safe.
Oh man, here we go again. It'll take everything you've got to outrun or outsmart your pursuer. Even the environment is out to kill you, and a lurking terror could meet you at every turn.
And apparently one monster isn't enough, because one of 3 monster types will be uniquely spawned on each playthrough, each with their own behaviors and tactics. So between the varying monsters and ship interior changes on each playthrough, you'll have to discover a new way out every time.
Well, and with all of these variety of monsters, you're gonna have to hide in lockers, under furniture, or use distractions to lure the monsters to or from your position, all while not moving too fast and falling victim to one of the ship's traps. If you get killed in Monstrum, that's it. It's game over. You will be reset in a different ship, potentially against a different monster. Yeah, no thank you.
What is it with these games and like being stuck in ship with all these horrors?
I don't know. Can we jump ship?
No, you can't jump ship. No, you can't. I've seen this movie. You won't survive.
Oh.
Bet.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to save yourself in addition to saving some money, you can always trade in any games, accessories, systems, or tech you've got lying around that you don't need anymore. And GameStop will put it towards your purchase.
This wraps up our January games, but there's plenty more GameStop TV coming up after the break.
We'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was your New Year's resolution to watch more of us, so make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below, and we'll see you soon.